This video is sponsored by PelucidFX.com. Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Okay, now let's take a look again at the gold market. On the gold market in the current week, there's not much price action since the plunge on Friday. We see rather gradual and small action on the intraday charts, but although on the daily time frame maybe it looks not as important as it could, but on the intraday chart this action is really significant because the patterns that we have suggested to see here now have been shown by the market and have been formed by the market. And the major task, in fact, guys, is to understand whether these patterns will become the foundation on possible upward action, or market just will completed the retracement, completed the targets of these small patterns and continue move down. Because this pattern, this bearish stamp grabber is still valid, and because its invalidation point stands right here, right at the top of this candle. The target of this pattern is right here. These lows should be taken out to complete this bearish stamp grabber, and that is just a retracement inside of the body of this stamp grabber pattern. Absolutely doesn't erase it. So that's why what will happen next is really significant. Whether the market will shift, will turn to the formation of this butterfly that we have discussed on our weekly research, or market will fail, just complete the targets of these intraday patterns and will continue move to the downside. That's really significant issue. Well, on the 4-hour time frame chart, we see that market now almost has hit the resistance, in fact stands at the resistance. That is our butterfly. Trend holds bullish here. That's our butterfly, and that is ultimate targets of the butterfly. This is extensions of the butterfly to the upside. The first extension is 127 extension of this whole butterfly move from the top to the bottom. It stands in agreement with the 50% resistance of the whole move down around 1340 area. The next target is 1618 extension of the butterfly, stands at in agreement with the 618 resistance at 1384, 1350 area. So this means that somewhere in this area will be the crucial levels. So if market will complete these targets and then turns to the downside, well, this probably will mean that the bearish stamp grabber on the daily time frame will take the domination and probably will lead market to the previous lows. But if market will complete the targets and will move above these areas, well, that could lead to the upward continuation and increase the probability of the failure of the stamp grabber on the daily time frame. The major question is whether it will happen on the current week. Well, I suspect that this could take a bit more time and the solution could come probably even on the next week. What we see on the hourly time frame. On the hourly time frame, I would like to speak about our head and shoulders pattern that we have discussed. Currently, it behaves rather well. You see that neckline almost coincides with the weekly pivot point. Stands slightly lower. So the classical target of the head and shoulders pattern is the distance between the head and the neckline counted in the direction of the breakout to the upside. You can see that ultimate target stands around 1355, 1353 area, somewhere in this area above the 618. But in the recent time, the head and shoulders very rare hits this target. The mostly common development is ABCD pattern based on the shoulder and the head. You can see that market hasn't quite reached this area. It stands slightly higher than the 50% level. But taking into consideration how fast this action develops, as you can see this thrusting candles to the upside, and taking into consideration that market now stands above the weekly pivot point and it holds above the weekly pivot point, well, I can't exclude that market even could proceed higher. Okay, so that's been said. The minimum probably market should at least reach these areas, the 1340 area, I suspect. What will happen later? Well, difficult to say. Only based on the development of this thrusting action to the upside, we could suggest that probably market could continue higher because this is really forming nice candles to the upside. So if you're still working with this head and shoulders pattern, hold a long position, you could hold it. Just do not forget to tight your stop and track your stop the market to the upside, because this is a bit choppy price action. This is not, I think this is not yet the upward continuation. This currently still should be treated as the deep retracement. And keep an eye on the retracements, because gold market has the habit to develop the upward action that is by the retesting of the broken highs. That's very often happens on the gold market. So market consolidation, breakout, retesting of the consolidation, breakout, retesting of the previous consolidation, previous highs. That's just how the gold market works. This is another habit of the gold market within the habit to show deeper retracements. The 618 retracement is very typical for the gold market. Well, that is another habit of the gold market, to retesting of the previous highs. That could give us an assistance that if market will fail to hold here, for instance, and returns right back inside of this consolidation, that will be the warning sign for the upward continuation, especially if it will show this action before reaching some significant target. If it will happen, for instance, right from here, so market will fail to hold above this broken area, returns right back, move below the weekly pivot point, and so on, moving below the neckline, that probably will tell us that upward action hardly will continue. But until market holds with this two-step forward, one step back action, well, we could count still on the continuation. Anyway, guys, since we have planned enter right here at the completement point of the butterfly, we already should have the loseless position, or even guarantee some profit this position. So just this is a bit personal whether to follow it and still hold this position or not. Personally, I have closed the position when the market has reached to weekly pivot point. That was just a short-term trade for me. I trade just a butterfly. Well, as I said, this is really personal action. That's my view on the gold market. Let's see what will happen, and really interesting what will happen after that, after market will complete this target of the head and shoulders. Whether this will become the foundation, the trigger and pattern for development of the daily butterfly, since this butterfly has really a special and really significant meaning for overall medium-term perspective on the gold market. We have discussed this in our weekly research. Well, or market just will complete this intraday small pattern, just work out it, and will follow with the daily bearish stop grab. We'll see that. So, but in general, the situation on the gold market is really interesting and it's worth our attention.